Hey guys, this video is not going to show you how to make Meemaw Sweet Treats homepage and the rest of it, but it's going to show you all the steps basically that you need to complete to have this done. So I've airdropped you the Meemaw Sweet Treats folder with everything inside of it, and you'll need to come over here to the Files panel and go to Manage Sites, and you're going to need to connect that. Because right now you only have a Moxie and Jurassic Jigs, and we need to have Meemaws also in your arsenal of websites. So you'll do a new site and you'll walk yourself through that. If you don't remember how to do this or any of the other steps, please refer back to those Jurassic Jigs videos. That's why I broke them down into smaller videos. So if you're ever stuck on something, you can just go back and take a look. So once you've got that attached, you're going to need to organize all of your files by making 3 folders like we did last time. An images folder, an HTML pages folder, and a resources folder. And then you're going to organize your stuff accordingly. And you're also going to make all of these blank HTML files. Now all of this info is wrote on the board. Also, please take note that you don't have a lot of these pictures. That's because I've pulled up last year's for you to look at. There's a script folder down here too. Don't worry about that. That's something else. So once you've got this put together, you're going to open up your blank home page, and we're going to assemble a page that will hopefully look like this. Now, you're going to also need to start with your head information, just like we did with Jurassic Jake. So you're going to need keywords, and you can come up with 10 of those. And you're also going to need a descriptive sentence. Now, Meemaw Sweet Treats is a cupcake bakery, since those seem to be pretty popular these days. And the fun part is when we're done with this website, we'll have a little food party because we all like excuses to eat. So once you have your head information done, you're going to then insert a table. Now, this table is going to be 9 rows, 1 column. It's going to be 80% wide, and it's going to have no border. Now mine has a border right now just because I wanted you to be able to see where my table was at, but yours have no border. Then you're going to just start plugging in all of this stuff. This is the banner that's a PNG, so that's why it's see-through. You're going to have your internal links to all of these pages that you'll come back and do when you're done with your layout. You're going to take this row right here and break it into 3 columns. And you can just copy the info on here. Of course, change the dates. This is 2014, 2015, or whatever year it may be, and change the date. Use this fake address, fake phone number, and create an email. Now, I connected it to just a made-up email, so you can make up one yourself. These little pictures down here are also in your folder. They need to be 50 by 50 wide, and you're going to connect them to their corresponding website. So Facebook, Flickr, you've never been to Flickr, it's a photo sharing site, Pinterest, and Twitter. And then when it's all said and done, you're going to come back and do this middle part. Now this middle part is kind of different. This is a table within a table. So it's kind of like those Russian nesting dolls. See how I can grab it? And there's like another container in here. You're going to come into just a blank row, and you're just going to click in there so your little cursor is flashing. And you're just going to insert a whole new table. This is going to be 1 row and 2 columns. Once you get that picture in there, you can center that picture. Mine's already centered. And then this text can be found over here under MST, which is short for Meemaw Sweet Treats, home text. Okay? Now, when it's all said and done, then you're going to come back and do these links because we want to have everything be the same. So before we can do those, we need to have this background on here. This background will be in your images folder, and it's called MST background. And when you go into your page properties, you're just going to upload an image background, or background image right there. Okay? Now, also over here, I gave you something to kind of help you, and it was called MST Homepage Build. And what I did is I took a screenshot of my page, so you could get this bottom row of text info off of there, but also so I could just kind of leave you some little tidbits on how to do stuff. So I've got your table size up here. I've got your background labeled, and then I've numbered all the rows to kind of help you out. And I just kind of gave you some little pointers. So this is going to be your internal links. Row 5 is going to have a table within a table, and how to do that in this size, where you can put the picture, where it needs to be aligned, and where you can find the text. That you're going to need to split this into 3 columns, email link, and so on. And this bottom one talks about all your pictures. Okay? So when you are done with this whole thing, then you can save it over these other pages, just like you did with Jurassic Jakes, and make your links. Okay? Let me know if you have any questions, and when you are done, let me take a peek at it.